Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. We're back for another Mum Suit Monday from the MummersMuseum in South Philadelphia, located at 2nd and Washington Avenue. Right off 95, folks. You can get there very easily. You can come in and see all these Mummer costumes for yourself. Today, we are bringing you a classic. If you were a string band fan, this is one everybody still talks about to this day. You'll know when you see it, and I'm gonna flip this one around for you right now. Today we are talking Furco String Band, 1985, Silly Symphony. You know this one. So we're gonna take a look at this. All of these hats were designed to sit on top of the head. So if you remember the show, all the faces were painted to kind of mask into the suit itself, while the character took place on top of the head, really bringing these suits to life. 1985 was kind of a turning point for string band production. If you look at the difference between 1984 and 1985, character really came alive in this period. Everything started to be brought to life, and this was no exception. So let's take a look at how these hats were built. If you remember the suits, basic costuming on the suit, but all of the life of these suits took place on the head with the hat. So this right here was the dancer suit, the alligator dancer suit. If you remember that those real long tails, it said that marching up Broad Street that year, they had to walk in the back line because of the length of those tails. These are all from a mold. They're all plastic molded inside, and I'll show you on this one. It's easier to see. And they were placed on top of a skull cap. Now, we always build a hat on top of it. Well, most of the time, always on top of a skull cap and build out from there. But each one of these were made with a specific mold. On the alligator, it's all fur, including the hat. Underneath, we've got a real bright, I guess that's a satin, with a larger braid sequin trim around the hat, but all fur. And of course, the costume itself fit that same aesthetic with the fur. Looks like all braid sequin stitched in here. But you can see there's even like a smirk on here. So look at the character that was built with this. Really impressive. In 1985, they were doing these things. See, I just feel like today we wouldn't see this today, would we? That's such a detail that we don't get today. But yeah, a lot of thought, just a small line. This was the frog suit. So this was what was called the perimeter. These are the guys who wore the back pieces. Again, set on top of the head. You can see the skull cap under there. This is stitched real close with a 6mm sequin. So this thing, is shining in the lights on New Year's Day. Real shiny stuff. And then, of course, we go back to fur being used again on the penguin. We've got a black fur, a white fur. This almost feels like a rubber. This orange here, of course, trimmed with the orange. Again, sits on top of a skull cap. Again with the mold. You could tell this mold was specially made. And then a nice top hat that on New Year's Day was really full of this plume work up top. So I wanted to show this one. We know this one's a classic. Furco String Band, Silly Symphony, 1985. A fan favorite show. It's really cool to see these in person. So again, you can see all this stuff for yourself. Some real history, Mummer history, Philadelphia history, right here at the Philadelphia MummersMuseum. We're going to keep bringing you videos every Monday with Mum Suit Monday, and getting you real close-up looks at the detail that goes into a Mummer costume. I know someone like me, it's great to see these historical pieces. Silly Symphony is just one of those ones. As a mum freak myself, that I really love seeing in person. This is really, really cool for me. Get down here, Mummers Museum, 2nd and Washington, Mummers Row. Be sure to like, follow, share, YouTube, subscribe. JMK Costuming and Show Design on TikTok and YouTube. We are Philly Mummer Costumer. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next week from the Mummers Museum with another Mum Suit Monday. Thanks. Take care. Bye.